7 of the digital marketing training, and in this lecture we'll learn about how to stop search engine from crawling your page. In the last lecture we saw how the search engine works by first crawling your page and then indexing your page and finally ranking your page. There are cases when we want the search engine from not crawling your page. By the way, this content of this training was originally produced by Bhavna, and I have the permission from her to present this material to you. So the reason why we would be interested in not allowing some or all the search engine could be, for example, we could have some private data that we can access from our website, for example, by logging in. So there could be, for example, I have some customers and I have those customers data on my website which I can log in and see, but I I want that not to be available publicly so Google does not know it. In the same way, sometimes if you have seen on Facebook or other places, you the data that you have made it public are searchable from the search engine, even though you log in to see those things from this. It's because, and there are some data that you have made private that is not uh, shown in the search engine. So we do this, differentiate these things. We instruct the search engine using a file called robot.txt. So robot.txt has some syntax, and ideally to follow this course I would like you to be aware of how to modify your website, how to put some files in your website using FTP or other things. If you are interested, because we are going to more deep depth of the searching and things, you should also be aware of the simple things like how to create some simple HTML files and how to update your website and so on and so forth. So robot.txt is a special file that follows some special syntax, and using those syntax you instruct search engine to do some things or not to do some things. And one of the most important thing that is written into it is to tell Google which web pages we want it to crawl and which web pages we don't want it to crawl. So robot.txt is the first file that whenever a search engine comes into your website to take information from your website, it's the first file that it's looking for in your website. If it is present, it will look the content inside the robot.txt and follow the instructions from there. If it's not there, then it will use its own guesswork to uh, to to guess which file, how to scroll, which files to crawl, and which directories to crawl. So the search engine follows the rule written in that robot.txt. Now the robot.txt, the search engine does not 100% follow it, but these are just the guidelines, basic guidelines, and most of these guidelines are followed by the search engine. Um, the robot.txt is usually at the root of your website, but you may have possibly for example, you have some different sections of the your website, then each subdirectory may have their own robot.txt file. So let's take an example. These are the two lines in the search in the robot.txt user agent colon star, uh, and then we write disallow colon forward slash. So what does it tell? It's probably it's